All right, let's talk about one of the most practical AI tools out there, especially for busy business owners, Gemini Gems. If you're looking to claw back some serious time in your day, you are in exactly the right place. So let's get into it.
Just think about it for a second. That one task, you know the one I'm talking about, the one you have to do every single day that just kind of drains your soul. It doesn't really grow the business, but it absolutely has to get done. Well, what if you could just, poof, make it vanish from your to-do list forever? For most of us running small businesses, this list probably looks painfully familiar, right? It's that constant grind of answering the same customer questions over and over, trying to come up with another social media post, formatting those weekly reports, or drafting slight variations of the exact same email. It's all necessary, sure, but man, is it a time sink.
And this is exactly the problem Gemini Gems were built to solve. This is about more than just getting a little help. It's about building your own team of digital specialists. Seriously, think of each gem as an employee that you've trained to handle one specific, boring task perfectly every single time. It's such an elegant fix for that daily grind. So what is a gem really? Well, the best way to think about it is this. It's a version of Gemini that you customize, and it remembers your instructions forever. It's the difference between having to brief a brand new assistant every single morning versus just turning to a trusted colleague who already knows the deal. No long explanation needed, they just get it. And this comparison just nails the difference. The old way is that constant repetition, explaining your tone, the format you want, the context, over and over again for every single chat. The Gen way, you do all that work once, you save it, and from then on, you activate your pre-trained expert with a single click. It's a huge shift from one-off chats to building permanent, reusable tools for your business. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually build one of these things? Well, it's way more straightforward than you might think. We're going to walk through a super simple 5-step guide right now to get your first automation up and running. So here's the entire life cycle. It's basically a simple loop that keeps getting better. You start with creation, which is where you just define its job. Then there's invocation. That's as simple as starting a chat. Next, you have the conversation and interaction, where you give it your stuff and get the result. And finally, and this part's really important, is refinement. You just keep tweaking and improving its instructions over time to make it even smarter. It's a really powerful cycle. Teach, use, improve.
Now, the most important part of this whole thing is that very first step, creation. And that all happens right inside the gem editor. You really only need to focus on 3 things. Give it a clear name so you know what it's for, write really good instructions, and give it the right background knowledge. That's the heart of your custom AI.
So, what makes for great instructions? Well, it pretty much boils down to these 4 things. The persona, who should the AI act like? A witty copywriter? A formal analyst? The task, what exactly should it do? The context, what background info does it absolutely need to have? And finally, the format. How do you want the output to look? You want bullet points? A table? A perfectly formatted email? You tell it. Now, if you're looking at that list and thinking, I have no idea where to even start with that, don't worry. There's a fantastic built-in feature for this. You just write a simple sentence about what you want, you click this little magic wand icon, and boom, it expands your basic idea into a really well-structured, comprehensive set of instructions for you. It's a great way to learn what a good prompt even looks like.
And this is where gems go from being cool to being absolutely essential for a business. You can give your gem a brain. You can upload files, sure, but the real game changer is connecting it to your live Google Drive documents. That means if you have a company style guide or a product list or an FAQ doc that's always changing, your gem will always reference the most up-to-date version. Everything it creates will be perfectly on brand and accurate.
Okay, so that's the how-to. But let's get real. Does this actually save time for actual businesses? Oh yeah, 100%. Let's look at a few really cool examples. So check out Bison Coolers. They're a small team, just 12 people. By building a gem that totally gets their brand voice and product style, they can crank out amazing product descriptions super fast. It lets them punch way above their weight and compete with companies that are much, much bigger. Or look at this number from Sports Basement. They built a gem and trained it on all their customer service policies and frequently asked questions. The result? Their team slashed the time it takes to write customer service emails by 35%. Just think about what that adds up to over a year. It's massive. And this chart right here, wow, this one tells a powerful story.
The founder of Prado's Beauty was spending 6 hours a day just clearing her inbox. By creating gems to summarize emails and draft replies for her, she cut that down to just 2 hours. That's 4 hours of a founder's time handed back every single day to actually focus on growing the business. That's incredible.
And, the possibilities are basically endless. This works across every single part of a business. Your marketing team could have a brand voice editor. Sales could use a proposal drafter to close deals faster. Managers, a meeting agenda builder. Your operations team, a data summarizer to make sense of all those spreadsheets.
So the question really turns back to you now. You've seen the problem, you've seen the solution, and you've seen the proof that it really, truly works. The only thing left to figure out is, what are you going to automate first?
You literally have the blueprint right now to build your own little team of AI assistants. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. As you go through your day tomorrow, what is the first repetitive, time-sucking task that you are going to teach a gem to do for you forever?